Hey guys, welcome back to another video and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Grace and I am a stay-at-home mom to a 1-year-old baby. So today's video is going to be another nighttime cleaning video. So in this video specifically, I'm going to be showing you guys what I do on a daily basis to keep things clean in my house and just keep my kitchen and family room for the most part clean. I don't have to clean other rooms in my house as regularly because they don't get used as much, and obviously the kitchen is pretty important to keep clean since we cook and eat all of our foods near here. So getting right into the video, the first thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is unload all the clean dishes from my dishwasher and then reload it with the dirty dishes and get this counter clean. I'm also making sure to throw out any garbage because garbage day is coming up, and I'm also putting back anything that belongs in our pantry back in its correct spot. On this specific day, I actually made some homemade pasta, so I had a lot of flour and stuff on my counter that I just used the vacuum to vacuum up, and it made it so much easier. I was a little bit afraid that the wind, I guess, from the vacuum would make the flour go everywhere, but it didn't, and it worked out really well. So definitely give that a try if you are making anything really that requires flour or sugar or anything like that that may get your counters messy. Now I'm going to go ahead and wash my pots and pans by hand. If you've watched any of my past Clean With Me videos, you know that I always wash my pots and pans by hand. And then after I'm done washing this, I'm gonna go ahead and clean my stovetop. Okay, so here we are. The first thing that I'm doing is just spraying it. I just use whatever spray that I'm using, and I'll just wipe down any of that initial grease or stuck on food, and then I'll see like if there's a lot of stuck on food and that I need my razor for. And some days it's really not bad enough that I feel like I need my razor, so I'll just wipe it down. But other days I feel like I need the razor for any more stubborn food that might be stuck on. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm using my razor. This is from Amazon. I love it, and it's great for anything really, even on the counters if you have stuck on food. Next thing I'm doing is using just some plain old dish soap, and I feel like this does a really good job at breaking down any grease or like fat that is on your stovetop. So this is what I do on a daily basis for the most part to clean my stove. And then I will wipe this down, and some days I will stop here and just give it one more spray with whatever general spray I'm using, like Windex. Or other days I will go ahead and use my stovetop cleaner. I use my stovetop cleaner about once a week. So tonight I am not using my stovetop cleaner because I did use it recently. So that is really it. And I feel like if you clean your stovetop regularly, you guys, it is so easy to maintain it and keep it clean. It's once you stop cleaning it and then the food just constantly gets stuck on that I feel like it gets worse and worse, and then it gets more annoying to clean, and then you want to clean it less, so then the problem just keeps getting worse. So definitely try to make that effort to clean your stovetop. I used to definitely be guilty of not cleaning my stovetop every single night, or at least every other night. I know some days if you're only cooking like one meal and it's something that's not very messy or greasy, it's not too bad, but I try to clean it every night, if not every other night, and it makes it so much easier and less stressful for me. Next thing I'm doing is going ahead and wiping down this counter, and I actually decided to wipe behind my stove on the backsplash. I didn't wipe along everywhere else because it really wasn't bad, and even right above my stove it wasn't bad at all. So yeah. Now we are onto my sink. So I have made other Clean With Me videos in the past where I obviously clean my sink all the time, but this is the first time that I think I'm doing like a close-up. So my sink is kind of annoying because it is very shallow, so I can't really clean big pots in here without making a mess. And also my like faucet head does not detach, so it makes rinsing the sink on the corners and like walls of the sink a little bit difficult. I would really like to get this sink changed out in the future, but right now we're just dealing with it. So all I'm doing right now is washing off my soap dispensers and my soap tray and drying those and putting them back where they belong. In my last Clean With Me video, I did make this baking soda and essential oil mixture that I leave in a mason jar next to my sink to have to clean my sink with. And I am so happy that I did that because I used peppermint essential oil and it smells so clean. And something that I also love about this is, if you are not aware, peppermint essential oil, I believe, like deters bugs. And if you have a garbage disposal, obviously if food is left in there or anything like that, bugs may be attracted to it. And being that I live in South Florida, in such a humid and hot area, it's super common to get bugs in your house, and it's super easy to attract bugs anywhere. So I hate bugs, which is why I kind of do everything that I can to keep the bugs away. So I'm really glad that I used the peppermint essential oil for this. So look at how shiny my sink looks afterwards, you guys. I love using it. Baking soda is so cheap, and you only need such a small amount of essential oil, and it really makes such a difference. So definitely give that a try. You don't need any fancy like soap to clean your sink. Just use some baking soda. Some people also use vinegar, but I think that just baking soda, a little bit of water, and essential oils work amazing. And I make sure to rinse it off with really hot water. So try it out, you guys, and let me know how it works for you. Now we are going to go ahead and clean my floors. In this particular video and this night, I decided to clean my floors before I cleaned my dining table because my floors desperately needed to be cleaned, and my dining table, as you can see, was not horrible. Obviously, it still needs to be cleaned, and I will clean it, but I felt like my floors just needed to be cleaned way more. So I'm going to make sure to get under my dog crates, and if you have dog crates, you know that hair can get stuck on those little rollers at the bottom of the dog crate. So I'm going to also make sure to get all the hair off of there as well. One of my dogs don't shed, but my other dog sheds a ton and also hates to be brushed. So you can see where that can become a problem. So I make sure to try and get all of that fur, especially because Brandon is allergic to dogs. It's not too bad, but he is allergic to the fur. So I try to vacuum regularly and vacuum up the fur by the crates because that's where it usually like clumps up the most. So that's what I'm making sure to get, and just vacuuming the rest of the floor. And I'm also going to vacuum under the couch lightly. I did vacuum under this couch pretty recently, so I'm not going too crazy. And then I'm going to go ahead and mop this floor. So when I mop my floors, I do put my dogs in their crates. So Cooper needs to be carried in, and Lola is pretty good about listening and going in when we ask. So the main reason that I do this, there's actually two reasons, and one of them is because I don't want their paw prints like drying onto the floor when the mop solution dries, and secondly, because I'm afraid that the solution will irritate their paws and that they may lick their paws when it's still like wet on their paws. So I make sure to just wait until this dries until I let them back out. It's rare that I mop the floors with them there. I will do it sometimes, but usually I put them away to mop the floors. This solution dries really fast, so if you have a Bissell, you know, like this Bissell solution dries super fast, which is a big plus, especially if you have wood floors and you're afraid of like mopping your floors too often because of like the liquid sitting there. You really don't have to worry about this because it literally dries in a matter of like 5 minutes. So that's what I'm doing, just giving my floor a good mop. And on this particular day, I actually used the like rougher pads that they have to mop my floors to make sure to get as much of the like dirt off the floors. Next thing I'm doing is, well, right now I am going to dry off the KitchenAid parts and put those away on the KitchenAid where it belongs. And then I'm going to go ahead and dry off all of these pots and pans and put those away where they belong. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to continue to get this counter cleaned. This white basket that I have is what I leave all my dirty rags in, and obviously you can see that it's getting pretty full. That's why I have it out, because I did go ahead and wash these rags the first thing the following morning. I didn't clean it or throw them in the wash at night because I was afraid that I would forget and then it would just sit in there and not get dried. So I just figured I would just do it in the morning So that's why I am leaving it there so I don't forget. And I'm just going to go ahead and spray down my counter, especially in this like corner, because this corner I feel like gets kind of neglected because there's always like stuff here. So I'm going to make sure to spray down this corner and kind of organize a little bit and make it look a little bit neater, because this corner always looks kind of messy. And the last thing that we are going to be doing tonight is cleaning my dining table. This is the dining table we eat all of our meals at, aside from like birthdays and holidays. So obviously it needs to be cleaned pretty regularly, and because it's a glass dining table, you can really see like every little stain, mark, fingerprint. So I make sure to clean it, and it makes the whole room just look way better with, you know, when it's clean. So I'm going to go ahead and use my glass cleaner and give it a nice wipe down. I'm going to wipe down the bottom as well, because there can be like fingerprints and stuff on the bottom. So I'm going to make sure to do that. One thing that I did forget to do earlier that I remembered as I was wiping my dining table was that Savannah's high chair top was still dirty from when she ate food. So I do take that top off, I bring it to the sink, and I just wash it like I would wash any other dish, and I just use regular dish soap, and I just put that back on top so that it's all ready for the next day. Last thing I'm doing is putting my spray bottles away under the sink. That's where I leave all of my stuff that I use like on a really regular basis, and the rest I leave in our cleaning closet. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put all of the stuff that needs to go in the garage. As you can see, I have like these tools, some matches and things like that that need to go in the garage that I didn't feel like doing at this time. So since my washing machine is in the garage, I just left it right next to the laundry so that I can put it in there when I do go. And that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!